Welcome to Rare Coins History. Waving hand today, we're diving into the most valuable and rare Washington quarter-dollar coins from the United States of America, coins so rare, collectors are paying insane amounts of money just to get their hands on them. Moneybag, did you know some of these quarter dollars can sell for tens of thousands of dollars at auction? Astonished face, imagine finding one hiding in your pocket change. You could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Thanks for watching with love. Red Heart, let's start this. Coin 1. Welcome to Rare Coins History, the place where ordinary change turns into extraordinary treasure and every coin tells a story worth millions of heartbeats. Today, we are diving deep into the United States of America's hidden numismatic world to uncover one of the most exciting coins collectors are searching for right now, the rare and most valuable Washington quarter dollar from 1971 with the D mint mark. At first glance, this quarter looks just like any other coin you may have spent on a cup of coffee or dropped into a vending machine. But behind its familiar silver-gray shine lies a secret that has made collectors across the world willing to pay massive money to own the right example. This is the kind of coin that can change a collector's life overnight. The Washington Quarter series has been a symbol of American pride since 1932, created to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By the time 1971 arrived, millions of quarters were being produced each year, but not all of them were created equal. The Denver Mint, marked by the small d on the back of the coin, struck quarters that sometimes carried rare errors, special characteristics, and unusually high-quality details that today make certain coins incredibly valuable. What makes the 1971 D Mint Washington quarter so exciting is not just the year, it's the hidden varieties and mistakes that occurred during production. Some coins were struck with doubled dies, causing parts of the words, date, or Washington's profile to appear slightly doubled. To the naked eye, it may look like a blur, but under magnification, collectors recognize it as a powerful sign of rarity. Other quarters from this year were struck off-center, meaning the design appears shifted, leaving part of the coin blank. The more dramatic the shift while still showing the date and mint mark, the higher the value climbs. Some were struck on wrong metal planchets, making them heavier, lighter, or even a different color than normal quarters. Another exciting discovery among 1971 Denver Mint quarters is repunched mint marks. This happens when the D Mint mark was stamped more than once in slightly different positions, creating a shadow effect that collectors love. These small details may seem minor, but in the world of coin collecting, they can turn a common quarter into a prized treasure. Condition is everything. A worn coin that passed through countless hands is interesting, but a sharply struck quarter with bold details and smooth surfaces can be worth many times more. Collectors examine Washington's hairlines, the strength of the lettering, and the feathers on the eagle to judge how well the coin was preserved. One of the most thrilling parts of this story is that many rare 1971 D quarters were found in everyday circulation. People discovered them in old change jars, inherited collections, and forgotten piggy banks. That means even today, one of these valuable quarters could be hiding somewhere, waiting to be discovered. Over time, collectors began realizing that certain examples from this year stood out from the rest. Auction houses started listing rare error pieces, and bidding wars erupted as collectors competed to own them. Each sale pushed prices higher, proving just how desirable these coins had become. Some 1971 D quarters with dramatic errors and high grades have sold for astonishing amounts, shocking even experienced numismatists. These are not just coins, they are pieces of American mint history frozen in metal. Collectors also look for unusually shiny or proof-like surfaces, where the coin appears almost mirror smooth. These special strikes were not meant for circulation but sometimes slipped into everyday use, making them extremely rare today. The thrill of coin collecting comes from knowing that history can hide in the palm of your hand. A single quarter, overlooked for decades, can suddenly become the centerpiece of a valuable collection. The 1971 D Washington quarter is a perfect example of how rarity, error, condition, and history combine to create something truly special. If you love searching through your change, now is the time to look closely. Check the date. Find the small d mint mark. Use a magnifying glass and examine every detail. You never know, the next rare discovery could be sitting right in your pocket. Collectors around the world continue hunting for the finest examples of this coin, pushing demand higher every year. As more coins disappear into private collections, fewer remain available, making top-quality pieces even more valuable. This is why the Washington quarter dollar from 1971 with the Denver Mint mark remains one of the most exciting modern quarters to search for. It represents opportunity, history, and the magic of discovering something extraordinary in something ordinary. Thank you for watching Rare Coins History. If you enjoyed uncovering this hidden treasure, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with fellow coin lovers. Drop a comment below and tell us if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. Thanks with love for watching, and until next time, keep searching for history in your hands. Now, let's talk about value. In today's real market, rare error examples and high-grade 1971D Washington quarters have sold at auction for amounts ranging from several $1,000s to over $20,000, with the most exceptional pieces reaching prices above $30,000. Coin 2, we journey into the United States of America to uncover a coin many people have spent without a second thought, yet collectors now search for with passion: the rare and most valuable Washington quarter dollar from 1974 with no mint mark. At first glance, this quarter looks simple, ordinary, and familiar. But what makes it special is the tiny detail most people overlook: the missing mint mark. This means the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where millions were produced, yet among them exist rare varieties, powerful errors, and high-grade examples that have become extremely valuable over time. The Washington quarter has honored George Washington since 1932, becoming one of America's most trusted coins in everyday life. By 1974, quarters were being used heavily in circulation, passing through millions of hands. But during this massive production, mistakes happened, and those mistakes are what collectors dream of finding today. Some 1974 quarters with no mint mark were struck with double die errors, where parts of the lettering, the date, or Washington's face appear doubled. Under magnification, these coins show clear separation in numbers and letters, creating a rare variety that collectors aggressively hunt for. Other rare examples were struck off-center, shifting the design and leaving part of the coin blank. These dramatic errors are highly collectible, especially when the date is still visible. Some were struck on wrong metal planchets, giving the quarter unusual weight or color, making them instantly stand out. Another exciting rarity comes from die cracks and cut errors, where metal breaks on the minting die left raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. These natural mint mistakes turn normal quarters into one-of-a-kind collectibles. Condition is everything in the coin world. A circulated quarter may be worth face value, but a sharply struck 1974 no mint mark quarter with clean surfaces, bold details, and brilliant shine can multiply in value many times over. Collectors carefully inspect Washington's hair curls, the eagle's feathers, and the clarity of the lettering. Some coins from this year also show proof-like surfaces, almost mirror smooth, which were never meant to enter circulation. When these appear in everyday change, they become incredibly desirable and rare. What makes this story even more thrilling is that many of these valuable quarters were discovered by ordinary people, in old jars, inherited collections, or even loose change at stores. That means valuable coins could still be hiding today, waiting to be found. Over the years, collectors began realizing how special certain 1974 Philadelphia quarters were. Auctions started showcasing rare error examples and top-grade coins, and prices began climbing fast as demand increased. Collectors now compete fiercely for the finest examples, knowing that as time passes, fewer high-quality pieces remain available. Each sale adds to the legend of this overlooked quarter. The Washington quarter from 1974 without a mint mark represents everything collectors love: history, mystery, rarity, and opportunity. It reminds us that even modern coins can hold incredible value if the right characteristics are present. If you're a coin lover, now is the perfect time to examine your quarters closely. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, unusual surfaces, and missing mint marks. A simple magnifying glass could reveal a hidden treasure. Every coin tells a story, and this one tells a story of accidental perfection, where mint mistakes created priceless collectibles. Thank you for joining Rare Coins History today. If you enjoyed this discovery, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with fellow collectors. Leave a comment and tell us if you've ever found a rare quarter. We'd love to hear your story. Thanks with love for watching, and keep searching for history in your hands. Now for the value. In today's real market, rare era varieties and high-grade 1974 Washington quarters with no mint mark have sold at auction for amounts ranging from several $1,000s to over $15,000, with exceptional specimens reaching prices above $25,000. Coin 3. We're exploring one of the most surprising and exciting discoveries in the United States of America's coin world, the rare and most valuable Washington quarter dollar from 1979 with no mint mark. At first look, this quarter seems ordinary. It's the kind of coin you might receive at a store, drop into a jar, or forget in a drawer. But for collectors, certain 1979 quarters hold secrets that can turn pocket change into a life-changing find. The missing mint mark means this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the main mint that produced massive numbers of coins for circulation. However, during the busy production of 1979, mistakes happened. Dies wore down, machines slipped, and special characteristics appeared on some coins. These tiny differences are what make certain quarters extremely rare today. The Washington quarter has honored George Washington since 1932, symbolizing American strength and leadership. By 1979, quarters were being used everywhere, in arcades, parking meters, laundromats, and daily shopping. With such heavy use, most coins became worn. But the few that survived in high condition or with mint errors became highly valuable. One of the most exciting varieties from 1979 is the double die error. On these coins, parts of the date, the word liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust" appear doubled, almost like a shadow. Under magnification, collectors can clearly see the separation, and the stronger the doubling, the higher the value rises. Another rare discovery is the off-center strike, where the design is shifted away from the middle. Some quarters show Washington's face partially missing or the edge of the coin blank. As long as the date remains visible, collectors pay premium prices for these dramatic errors. Some 1979 no mint mark quarters were struck on wrong metal planchets. Instead of the normal copper-nickel composition, a few were accidentally made on metal intended for other coins. These pieces often weigh differently and have unusual colors, making them incredibly rare and valuable. Die cracks and cut errors are also popular among collectors. These appear as raised lines or blobs of metal where the minting die broke during production. Each one is unique, turning a simple quarter into a one-of-a-kind collectible. Condition plays a massive role in value. A worn quarter may be worth only face value, but a sharply struck, brilliant 1979 Philadelphia quarter with clean surfaces and strong details can be worth many times more. Collectors carefully study Washington's hair curls, the sharpness of the lettering, and the eagle's feathers to judge quality. Some coins from this year also show proof-like surfaces, mirror smooth and highly reflective, even though they were not meant to be proofs. These accidental beauties are especially desirable and hard to find. What makes this coin so thrilling is that many rare examples were found by everyday people. They appeared in loose change, old jars, and family collections. This means valuable quarters could still be hiding today, waiting to be discovered by someone paying close attention. Over the years, collectors began noticing how special some 1979 no mint mark quarters were. Auction houses started listing rare error coins and high-grade examples, and bidding wars followed. Each record sale increased demand and excitement. The Washington quarter dollar from 1979 without a mint mark represents opportunity. It proves that even modern coins can become treasures when rarity, errors, and condition come together. For coin lovers, this is the perfect time to examine your quarters closely. Use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling, unusual surfaces, shifted designs, and missing mint marks. A single discovery could turn an ordinary day into an unforgettable moment. Coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about history, curiosity, and the thrill of finding something rare where no one expected it. And this quarter is one of the best examples of that magic. Thank you for watching Rare Coins History. If you enjoyed uncovering this hidden treasure, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it with fellow collectors. Leave a comment and tell us if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. Thanks with love for watching, and keep searching for history in your hands. Now let's talk about value. In today's real market, rare era varieties and top-grade 1979 Washington quarters with no mint mark have sold at auction for amounts ranging from several $1,000s to over $10,000, with exceptional pieces reaching prices above $20,000. Coin 4. We're exploring an exciting treasure from the United States of America that many people overlook, the rare and most valuable Washington quarter dollar from 1980 with the P mint mark. At first glance, this quarter looks just like any other coin from everyday life. You may have spent one without even thinking about it. But for collectors, certain 1980 Philadelphia mint quarters hold rare features that can make them incredibly valuable today. The small P mint mark shows the coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the most historic mints in the country. By 1980, America was producing massive amounts of quarters for circulation, and with that heavy production came mistakes, special varieties, and exceptional quality strikes that now excite collectors around the world. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor George Washington, and by 1980 it was deeply embedded in American culture. These quarters passed through millions of hands, which makes surviving high-quality examples much harder to find today. What makes some 1980 P quarters rare are the mint errors and unusual characteristics created during production. One of the most famous is the double die error, where parts of the date, lettering, or Washington's portrait appear doubled. Under magnification, collectors can see clear separation, and stronger doubling dramatically increases value. Another exciting variety is the off-center strike. Some coins were struck slightly or dramatically away from the center, leaving blank space along the edge. As long as the date and mint mark remain visible, these errors can be extremely valuable. Some 1980 quarters were accidentally struck on wrong metal planchets meant for other coins. These pieces often weigh differently and show unusual color tones, making them instantly recognizable and very rare. Die cracks and cut errors are also popular among collectors. These appear as raised lines or blobs caused by damaged minting dies. Each error is unique, making every coin a one-of-a-kind collectible. Condition is a major factor in value. A circulated quarter with wear is common, but a sharply struck 1980 P quarter with bright luster, clean surfaces, and strong details can be worth much more. Collectors closely inspect Washington's hair details, the eagle's feathers, and the clarity of the lettering. Some coins from this year show proof-like surfaces, mirror smooth and highly reflective, even though they were intended for circulation. These accidental beauties are extremely desirable. What makes this story even more exciting is that many rare examples were discovered in everyday places: coin jars, old wallets, inherited collections, and pocket change. This means valuable quarters could still be waiting to be found today. Over time, collectors began realizing that certain 1980 P quarters were special. Auction houses showcased rare era coins and top-condition examples, leading to intense bidding wars. As demand continues to grow and fewer high-quality coins remain available, prices have steadily climbed. Each sale adds to the legend of this overlooked quarter. The Washington quarter dollar from 1980 with the Philadelphia Mint mark represents the thrill of discovery. It proves that modern coins can still become treasures when rarity, condition, and errors come together. If you love coin collecting, now is the perfect time to carefully check your quarters. Look closely for doubling, unusual weight, off-center strikes, and shiny surfaces. A magnifying glass could reveal something incredible. Coin collecting isn't just about value, it's about the excitement of history in your hands and the joy of uncovering something rare. Thank you for watching Rare Coins History. If you enjoyed learning about this hidden treasure, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with fellow collectors. Leave a comment and tell us about your rare coin finds. Thanks with love for watching, and keep hunting for history in your change. Now for the value. In today's real market, rare era varieties and high-grade 1980 P Washington quarters have sold at auction for amounts ranging from a few $1,000s to over $12,000, with exceptional specimens reaching prices beyond $20,000. Coin 5. We're uncovering one of the most exciting modern finds from the United States of America, the rare and most valuable Washington quarter dollar from 1981 with the D mint mark. At first glance, this quarter looks simple and ordinary. You may have passed one 1,000 times without noticing anything special. But within this familiar design are rare details that have made collectors across the world search tirelessly for the right example. the small d mint mark shows this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, a facility known for producing some of the sharpest and highest quality coins in U.S. history. During 1981, millions of quarters rolled out of Denver's presses, but among them were hidden mistakes, rare varieties, and exceptional strikes that today can be worth serious money. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor America's first president. By the early 1980s, quarters were used constantly in everyday life. That heavy circulation means most coins became worn, which makes well-preserved and unusual examples much harder to find today. One of the most exciting features collectors look for on 1981 D quarters is the double die error. This happens when the coin design was stamped twice slightly out of alignment, causing parts of the date, lettering, or Washington's portrait to appear doubled. The clearer the doubling, the higher the value. Another rare discovery is the off-center strike. Some coins were struck away from the center, leaving part of the coin blank while the rest shows a shifted design. These dramatic errors instantly catch a collector's eye. Some quarters from this year were mistakenly struck on wrong metal planchets, giving them unusual weight and color. These errors are extremely rare and can bring high prices at auction. Collectors also hunt for die cracks and cut errors, which appear as raised lines or metal blobs caused by damaged minting dies. Each one is unique, making every error coin a special piece of history. Condition plays a massive role in how much these quarters are worth. A worn example may be common, but a bright, sharply struck 1981 D quarter with clean surfaces and crisp details can command impressive prices. Collectors inspect Washington's hair curls, the strength of the lettering, and the eagle's feathers very closely. Some coins from this year even show proof-like surfaces, appearing mirror-smooth and highly reflective, even though they were not meant for collectors. These rare beauties are especially valuable. What makes this story thrilling is that many valuable examples were found in everyday change, coin jars, old drawers, and family collections. This means rare quarters could still be waiting to be discovered today. Over time, collectors began realizing the hidden value in certain 1981 Denver Mint quarters. Auction houses showcased rare errors and high-grade examples, sparking fierce bidding wars. As demand continues growing and high-quality pieces become harder to find, prices have steadily climbed. The Washington quarter dollar from 1981 with the D Mint mark represents everything collectors love: rarity, history, and the excitement of discovery. If you're a coin lover, now is the perfect time to carefully examine your quarters. Look for doubling, off-center designs, unusual surfaces, and weight differences. A single discovery could change everything. Coin collecting is more than a hobby, it's a treasure hunt through history. Thank you for watching Rare Coins History. If you enjoyed this journey into hidden fortune, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video with fellow collectors. Leave a comment below and tell us about your rare coin finds. Thanks with love for watching, and keep searching for history in your hands. Now for the value. In today's real market, rare era varieties and high-grade 1981 D Washington quarters have sold at auction for amounts ranging from several $1,000s to over $14,000, with exceptional examples reaching prices beyond $25,000. Coin 6. We are diving into one of the most loved and searched coins in the United States of America, the rare and most valuable Washington quarter dollar dated 1776 to 1976 with no mint mark, the famous bicentennial quarter. At first glance, this quarter looks different from all the others. Instead of the traditional eagle on the back, it proudly shows a colonial drummer with a torch of victory surrounded by 13 stars, honoring 200 years of American independence. This special design was created to celebrate the nation's bicentennial, making it one of the most historic modern coins ever produced. The missing mint mark means this quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While millions were made, only certain examples became rare and valuable due to special errors, exceptional condition, and unique characteristics that collectors now hunt for. The bicentennial quarter was released into circulation during the mid-1970s, and Americans across the country saved them as souvenirs. However, most were heavily used over time. The few that survived in near-perfect condition are now extremely desirable. One of the most exciting varieties collectors search for is the double die error. On these coins, parts of the date, the word liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust" appear doubled. Under magnification, this doubling becomes clear and can dramatically increase the coin's value. Another rare discovery is the off-center strike, where the colonial drummer or Washington's portrait appears shifted, leaving blank space along the edge of the coin. The more dramatic and visible the shift while keeping the date readable, the higher the value climbs. Some bicentennial quarters were mistakenly struck on wrong metal planchets, including those meant for other denominations. These error coins may weigh differently or have unusual colors, making them incredibly rare and valuable. Die cracks and cut errors are also popular among collectors. These appear as raised lines or blobs of metal caused by damaged minting dies. Each one is unique and tells a story of the minting process. Another factor that drives value sky high is condition. A circulated coin is common, but a sharply struck, brilliant bicentennial quarter with strong details and clean surfaces can be worth many times more. Collectors examine Washington's hair, the drummer's uniform, and the clarity of the lettering closely. Some examples also show proof-like surfaces, mirrors smooth and highly reflective, even though they were intended for circulation. These accidental beauties are extremely rare. What makes this coin especially exciting is that many rare examples were found in everyday places, old jars, family collections, and even pocket change. That means valuable bicentennial quarters could still be hiding today. Over the years, collectors realized that this patriotic coin held more than sentimental value. Auction houses began listing rare error coins and top-condition examples, and bidding wars followed. As demand grew and high-quality coins became scarcer, prices continued to rise. The Washington quarter dollar dated 1776 to 1976 without a mint mark represents history, pride, and the thrill of discovery. It proves that even modern commemorative coins can become treasures. If you love coin collecting, now is the time to carefully check your quarters. Look for doubling, off-center designs, unusual surfaces, and missing mint marks. A simple magnifying glass could reveal something amazing. Coin collecting is a journey through time, and every coin has a story to tell. Thank you for watching Rare Coins History. If you enjoyed learning about this historic treasure, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with fellow collectors. Leave a comment and tell us if you've ever found a special bicentennial quarter. Thanks with love for watching, and keep searching for history in your hands. Now let's talk about value. In today's real market, rare era varieties and high-grade bicentennial Washington quarters with no mint mark have sold at auction for amounts ranging from several $1,000s to over $10,000, with the most exceptional specimens reaching prices above $20,000.